Okay, so a lot of people have been speaking, in fact, today someone spoke to me and asked me a question about if it fits your macros and what am I using it and how do I see it benefiting people. Now, this is quite a touchy subject for a lot of people because people, solely rely on certain ways of doing things, and if you say anything against their way, that's it, all hell breaks loose. But what you've got to understand is you do have to be open-minded with some of these types of things. So if it fits your macros, IIFYM, I think that's what it, yeah, if it fits your macros, is basically people eating almost any type of food they wish, but fitting their macros. Okay, now this obviously this is where you're seeing people eat Pop-Tarts and whatnot, stuff like that, and still getting leaner. Now this works without a doubt. It really does work. I've done it with myself, I've done it with clients, but I don't overuse it. Now, the reason why you need to be a little bit more careful with this is because you need to understand that not only should you focus on your macronutrients, but also your micronutrients play an important role. Now, this isn't just for fat loss, this is for health and well-being. And I do understand that if you're in a calorie deficit and your macros are right, you are going to be dropping body fat. That's fantastic, and you are going to get healthier the leaner you get. But what you do need to consider is what you are putting in your mouth. You need to understand that there's certain foods that are going to spike your insulin levels, that are going to cause you to want to crave. They're going to give you that crave. Although you think that they're stopping you, they're not. They're actually encouraging it. So when you are looking at doing any type of if it fits your macros plan, I like to stick to like the 80-20 principle. So I did do a blog on it previously, so check out my website if you're interested. And what this basically means is that 80% of your calories, macros, are going to come from whole foods that are obviously quite dense in nutrients. So you're going to get a decent blend of your micronutrients in there. And then the 20% can kind of be the foods you want to eat. So for example, if you're on a 2,500 calorie diet, you get around 2,000 calories, which are obviously going to be your 80%, and then you've got 500 calories that you can kind of play with. So, for example, I think Snickers is around 400 calories, so you could obviously fit that in at the end of the day, and you can continue to drop weight and lose fat. But obviously, what you need to do is you need to also have that self-control still there. So one Snickers doesn't turn into 2 Snickers, and 2 Snickers don't turn into 3 Snickers, and then I know you might not even like Snickers, but that's just my point. So if it fits your macro is a great thing to be using. It does work really well because it does allow you to kind of have a bit more of a balance. But personally, I am all about health, well-being, energy. Energy is massive for me. I have very long days, and I would not be able to function on eating a lot of these processed foods and stuff. I've tried it. I just get too many dips in energy. I like to feel perky and I like to have energy. So for me, I always do focus on having whole foods, and that's not because I'm a clean eater or believe that that's the only way to drop body fat. It's that dropping body fat isn't always the main priority for me. And a lot of my clients as well are in similar situations where, yes, they want to get in shape, but they also want to have energy throughout the day. They want to be functional. They don't want brain fog. They don't want to think, I can fit all this crap into my diet. I'm eating 3 times a day and I haven't got enough energy to fuel myself, whereas I'm eating 6-7 times a day, I'm fueling myself correctly, I'm dropping body fat, and so on and so forth. And this is not just because I'm hitting my macros, but it's also because I'm getting the good amount of nutrients in my body as well, which is allowing me to recover better, because that's another thing you need to consider, and other aspects of your life as well. Becoming deficient in certain nutrients can obviously have a negative effect on recovery, health, well-being, energy, so on and so forth, forever going on. So as I say, great thing to do. If you can manage it right with that 80-20% principle, you're onto a winner. And yeah, it's just one of them things that you need to sit down and plan out a little bit, and you should plan your day previously with that. And you can get away with it now and then, don't get me wrong, but it's not something that I'd personally put in every day, because for me, you only get so much. You've got your willpower, you control, your energy, and I don't want to be wasting my energy throughout the day sitting there looking at the back of a label and trying to figure out whether I can eat that with this, and then after, do you know what I mean? To me, that's just, I haven't got the time or the energy for that. So therefore, my process will always be a base meal plan, and if I want to eat anything else, I will maybe cut back on the foundation, I guess I've got a foundation meal plan, if that's probably a better way to put it. Foundation meal plan. And for example, if I do want to eat something a little bit off plan, what I'll do is I'll cut back on certain foods in that way. But personally, that's how I approach it, because it's too much stress. But each to their own. If that's how you want to live your life, that's fantastic. But just understand that you need to make sure that you're fitting in good nutrients as well as just hitting the macro goals. Although that is the main thing to do with fat loss, calories in versus calories out. There's a lot of other aspects, but I'm not going to get into that. But the nutrients do play a role in your health and well-being. So I do offer online coaching, online training, nutrition advice, nutrition plans, tend to try and teach people how to structure their own nutrition and things like that, and also one-to-one coaching. So if anyone is interested, feel free to message me. I write a few blogs and out on my website as well, so if you feel like having a bit of a read on the way to work, whatever, check out my my website. And anything else, yeah, if you like, share, comment, and as I say before, anyone who's got anything to comment on, comment. I love having a conversation about stuff like this. It doesn't have to be a debate. Everyone's got their own type of views and opinions, and if this has helped you or given you a bit of understanding, or you want to learn more about this, hit me up. I'll put you in the right direction. But take care.